if you don't know what to do something. Most people get stuck in the phase where they're overthinking, over planning, over analyzing the market, and they don't end up hitting the market. Here's one principle that I adopted that has changed my life fundamentally in the way that I approach things, and that is to default to action. What is up, you guys? Sage here. I'm the CEO founder of Legacy Africa. We help entrepreneurs by building teams around them, systems around them, and adding them into the network of entrepreneurs that we have. If that sounds like a solution to a problem that you have, links in the description down below. Now, this fundamental principle that is to default to action helped me avoid this, which is you always think I need a better plan, I need more clarity. You don't. You need movement. You need to get going. The way that you get a better plan, the way that you get clarity is by being in the water. Like you can plan as long as you want outside of the water. You can read as many books on swimming as you want. You can see and practice on dry land as much as you want. But in reality, you get more feedback from jumping in the water, knowing what the water feels like, knowing how heavy you feel, what happens when I push this way, what happens when I stroke this way, how do I stay above the water, how do I tread, how do I float, how am I supposed to move my body to stay above water, and how do I propel myself forward. You can literally read all the books with the arrows and you do this and you breathe and you but you will learn more from the first time you jump in the water than you will from 50 or 100 books. You will learn more from being in the marketplace than you will from any sort of analysis you can do from the outside, because you also get feedback from the customer themselves, from the marketplace itself, from the people that you want to interact with your product. They are the best ones to let you know what they want. Jeff Bezos said, it is not your customer's duty to invent, it's your duty to invent, but they know what their problem is. There's a problem that exists that you have noticed, and you want to articulate a solution. You have a potential solution that you want to bring to market. Make as quickly as possible a minimum viable product and bring it. And when you bring it, they will let you know. And then from there, you'll start to notice patterns. Reach out to people, make the call, do something. In a world where a lot of people have all these fantastic ideas and you can AI generate any idea you want, and you can business plan, you can spit up a website in minutes, you can boom, boom, boom. Do you know what will separate those from the rest? Is what you do, what you actually do, what you actually bring to the world in reality. And so don't get stuck in the planning phase, because action creates clarity. Um, you don't think your way forward. You act, you learn, you adjust. That's how clarity shows up. And another very important point is speed over perfection. Waiting makes you slow. Moving gives you feedback. Feedback gives you progress. And so if you're sitting, you're analyzing, the market's shifting, the market's moving. There's data out there that exists, and all data that you're working with is old data. Like anything you could read, learn, watch, whatever, all of that's old. Do you know where the newest data exists on your market? With your customer. Do you know where your customer is? Your customer is online. Your customer is at events. Your customer has a building. You can literally approach your customer and ask them like, in what ways have you suffered with this problem, and how have you tried to solve this problem before that hasn't worked? Here's how I am, here's what I have made that solves this problem. And they let you know, oh no, this actually sounds good. Have you taken this into consideration? Yes. That into consideration? Yes. This into consideration? Yes. Oh, this sounds really, really good. May I have it? Okay, yeah, sure. You come in, you come on, boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's this thing. It works fantastically. All that's missing for me is this, and this. You find that pattern across 10 orgs, and you realize that, oh, okay, this is a recurring thing. I need to tweak that. You tweak based off of data, not based off of assumptions. Like all of this happens as a result of doing, happens as a result of building. Uh, in the previous videos, Build with Sunday especially, we talk about building capacity. If you don't know what to do, build capacity. If you don't know what to do, make the platform. Make a platform for yourself on a personal level. Make distribution for yourself. Make deals where you get distribution. Make deals where you get access. Like if you don't know what to do, build your distribution base. Like build capacity. You know, it doesn't only mean distribution. It's like build your ability to create your thing. That's capacity as well. Get the right people on your team. That's capacity. Like build capacity. Build your capability to execute on the thing that you want to do. Uh, that's the work that you front. That's the doing that you do before you even hit the marketplace. But default to action, as you can hear, it's not about the planning. It's not about having the best idea. It is about doing something. Done beats perfect every time, ladies and gentlemen. Every single time, done beats perfect. There is someone out there who has the perfect Legacy Africa idea that I'm never going to have. They have figured the market out to perfection, but they haven't done shit. I've been here. It's been 8 months, tweaking, iterating, shifting, pivoting, learning, growing. Boom, here we are, and infancy. There's so much more to be, so much more to do, and we're doing it. We do it every single day. Not a day goes by that I'm not doing this. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's what separated me from that person with the better idea that I had is execution. You know, beginning of the year, I talked about 2026 is the year of execution. And really, I've lived that. I'm continuing to live that. We're about 4 months, 5 months deep now. This is the fifth month. We're in the beginning of the fifth month of the year. What have you done? Not what have you planned, not what have you written down, not who, like, what have you done to move and shift towards the goals you say you have? In what ways have you prioritized those goals over other things in your life? And I'll tell you something crazy. We vote with our time, with our money, with our attention for the things that we care about. So if you've paid more attention to gossip in other people's lives, you value other people's lives and their gossip more than you value your goals. If you've paid more money to watch movies go out, you value movies and going out more than you value your goals. Um, Anything of yourself, anything that could have been invested in your dreams, anything that could have been invested in going and moving towards your goals, anything that could have been put towards doing that you chose instead to use for recreation, you are voting with your time, with your attention, with your money for recreation over your goals. Remember that. And so, what it looks like practically is if you're stuck, you send the message, you post the content, you make the call, you build the thing, even if it's imperfect. Again, done beats perfect every time because it compounds. Action builds confidence, it builds skill, it builds momentum, and standing still builds nothing. So you start believing differently. I mean, I can attest to this personally that of course I believed in legacy. It's legacy, you know. Of course I believed in legacy, and that's why I pushed really hard towards it, harder than I've pushed before, towards something. Because I've known for a couple of years what I wanted to do and the impact that I wanted to have, how I wanted to show up. And Sage Consultation was my first attempt at kind of doing that. And I took some learnings from that, some really great learnings from what the marketplace was capable of and wasn't capable of, from what the people that I want to help are and are not capable of. And I thought the knowledge was it. I thought the knowledge is what was missing because that's what's been missing for me. And then what I realized is, oh, people value um, value information. They value done with you, but done for you is where it's at. People don't want to do shit, and the people with the money, with the capital, who have the money to pay, and Alex Ramosi says, "Sell to rich people, and they will make you one of them." I never forget that. I never forgot that. Sell to people with money. Sell to people with money engines. Sell to people with revenue engines, and provide a product that they value, and they will make you one of them. People with money will make you a person with money. People with money value the ability to do. You see that thing keeps showing up, doing. People with money value the ability to fulfill the thing. Like I don't want to know how to fulfill unfold the thing. That's what I'll pay you for, to know how to do the thing and to do the thing for me. Can you do this thing? Yes, I believe you. Here's some money. That's it. It really does come down to that, and it really is as simple as that. So we were talking about skill, confidence, momentum. So confidence meaning when I came into the marketplace, I knew who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do. I saw that done for you is where it's at. And that's when I shifted from Sage consultation to now legacy. Rebrand, same concept, same kind of avatar, same basic thing that we're trying to do at the end of the day, which is help business owners. And within that, as I approached the marketplace, and the marketplace was very receptive to what I had to give, and I kept working on it and working on it, and people costed their own dreams on the skeleton that I had laid, and the dreams of multiple different people who are seeing this thing for the first time aligned. It's more than confidence. I mean, confidence is like I believe in myself. Like I know that the marketplace is hungry for this thing. But it's just a question of execution at this point. And I know that I'll be able to execute because that's what I do, because I've built the skill. And when I started to gain the knowledge and began to execute using the skill, that's now built momentum. Hence the conversations, the scuffles, the friction. Some people very close to me on me burning a lot of other bridges and going all in on this. It's like, bro, plan B. Like, what if this? What if that? I'm like, I've built momentum, and you have to strike the iron while it's hot. I've made the mistake of not doing that many years ago, and I lost momentum. And you hear, it's cute to hear it, it's cute to say that it's very hard to get momentum back once you lose it. Once you actually have felt what it's like to lose momentum in your life, and you've had to build again from that first brick, you'll know how valuable momentum is, and it's more valuable than any sort of acknowledgement or backing or institutionalization. Like, no matter who accredits you in the world, nothing will propel you forward more than the momentum that you could build from actually executing on the things that you said you're going to do. Standing still builds nothing. And so, to close, if this speaks to you, then do something about it right now, not later, because the people who win don't wait for clarity. They move and figure it out on the way. Mark Zuckerberg said, I don't know how to build a dam. I don't know how to get 1 million people involved in anything. But I'll tell you a secret. No one does in the beginning. You just get going and you figure it out along the way. I paraphrased there at the end, but essentially that was what's being said. And I'll talk to you about Jeff Bezos's 70% rule, meaning if you are dealing with a decision, very big decision, you need to move as quickly as you responsibly can. Because at the end of the day, whatever you choose, you can make it work if you decide to make it work. Like, which is the funniest thing when people sometimes talk to me about, oh, bro, I could either do this or I could do this. But I can't do both. Or I kind of want to do, I'm like, nah, don't. First of all, never do both. You can either do this or this. Pick the one that you believe in. Because both could work individually. This or that could work with your skill set. If you try and go half and half for both, your chances of succeeding are lower. But if you're willing to make sacrifices elsewhere within your life, and these two things are going to be the only things, then sure. But the most important thing about it is whatever you choose to do, if you fully invest into that, it will work. And so making the quickest decision that you responsibly can. As Jeff Bezos says, about 70% of the knowledge is what you need. because usually waiting for the other 30%, the time, resources, effort it would take to look for the other 30% is the opportunity window closing and is more expensive than just going for the thing and doing whatever it takes to make it work. So you need to make decisions as quickly as you possibly can. You need to go from thought to action as quickly as you possibly can. If not for any other reason, then think about this. We were made by a creator, and our creator created us to create. And it is in the process of that creation that we move closer to the creator. Meaning what? Meaning, if you think about God, the ultimate, why is he the ultimate? Why is she the ultimate? Why, whatever you believe in, bro. Why is God the ultimate? Because as God thinks, so it is. And so if you can shift from idea to execution faster, you're doing a good thing. Because as your creator created you to create, you are doing it as intended, as as the master so shows us. That the quicker we can shift from thought to action, the quicker it will be good. Because he thought it completed, and what did he say? He said that it is good. And so to think and do as quickly as possible, as quickly as you responsibly can, will always be good. Thank you. If you're an entrepreneur, Legacy Africa, link is in the description. If you're not an entrepreneur, but you just really enjoy my content, thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. Please do hit the subscribe button. Thank you. I have been Sage, standing on business. Signing up.